Arsenal have gone 4-3-3. Jim, how do you interpret that?
Yeah, and the two wide players up front can make the system pretty much succeed or fail. They'll be quite flexible in their creative movement. They like to drift in. At times they'll mix their game up and keep their width. And of course they're also expected to track any runs from opposition fullbacks. So they've got quite hard-working jobs, but if they can gain a one-on-one advantage, they can dictate.
Nice-looking ball. Khan gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Looking for the run. Oh, that's well spotted. Turns back here, probably the best option. Oh, well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Looking for options for movement. Crossed into the box. Thuram does really well to win the ball there. Well played right into his path. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
And that is expertly dealt with. Not the most accurate pass. Lovely pass, but can he get there? He might be in here! Looking to play him in. Now it's Del Piero.
Well, it seems as if the message has been issued by both managers. Don't concede the opener.
And he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. Oh, that's a booking. Always looked it.
Yeah, we guessed that this scenario could take place because he's up against pace.
Cristiano Ronaldo. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Well, Peter, the player Nuno Mendes is someone who's really impressed me as being a two-way player. Very confident, consistent, and always willing to take people on and get himself into those good crossing positions, and he can deliver too.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with you being a defender once upon a time, Jim. Always onto this. He is through here. Neymar unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Neymar will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Del Piero. Now it's Neymar. Arsenal look happy to sit back for the moment here.
Yeah, everything they're doing screams counter-attack, but it's a long counter-attack. When they win it back, they're not wasting any time. They're just trying to get the runners away as quickly as possible.
Del Piero. Neymar charging forward, the ball at his feet. And here's Messi. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Now it's Neymar. No outsmarting him this time. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Messi, Costa Curta, does well to get it back. Raul. He's a sharp little ball here. Oh, super ball! Cristiano Ronaldo, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. Neither side giving way, it has been tight.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And it's Messi. Totti. Pass somewhat off target. Messi. Nicely weighted ball. Shifted upfield. And it's Neymar! Just off target.
He's not happy, and you'd expect that, but at least there's plenty of appreciation for what was a genuinely fine effort.
Now it's Neymar. Now, can they get him away? Neymar. Neymar goes steaming forward. Chance! Goal!
Well, players of his stature just live for moments like that. Another really important contribution as we near half-time, and it can make such an impact on each mindset.
There will be 1 minute added time.
And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
That's expertly finished, and he's...
And the whistle goes for half-time. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
On the evidence of what we've seen, they're worth their lead. There was genuine intensity and purpose behind what they brought to the game. I think they'll want a strong start just after the break, though, to force the issue that bit more.
Borussia Dortmund leading 1-0 at the break. So we're just settling back into this second half.
Borussia Dortmund definitely want to carry on in a similar manner, although I would exercise some caution, Peter. You wouldn't want to leave yourself open in the early minutes trying to kill this off.
No, he's not getting any further than that. Well, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. That'll be a corner. Arsenal with the corner, they're first. Cristiano Ronaldo! He will be livid with himself.
I think he did really well to get the shot away, to be honest, given how much pressure he was under at the time.
Messi. That's Busquets. Del Piero has a shot! It's hit the crossbar. Bale with the clearance. Challenged just a bit on the firm side. Now it's Neymar. Arsenal are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Costa Curta has been showed a yellow card for that offence, just to confirm. He's not got that quite right. Ah, such a clever touch. And the shot! And he has produced there the crispest of hits.
Well, he does strike a very pure ball, doesn't he? It's great technique.
And he cuts out the supply. Neither of these two want to come off second best. And there's green grass ahead of him. Otto did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
Toure gets across to intercept that. Raul looking for a runner. Spread neatly. No, it's not getting there. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
That has been cut short. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
They're ahead, but they're not playing as if they are. There seems to be more of an emphasis on protecting their lead than adding to it. It's all gone a little timid.
Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning.
Well, not the best way to deal with it, but the old threat of pace clearly made him feel a tad uncomfortable.
Bale looking to play it into the box. Shot could be on. And it's Bale. Messi. Nice interception, well timed. He's having a shot! Oh, it's come off the upright. Mendes defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Khan gets it clear. Taken back almost at once.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
This is a really front-footed approach.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
He's in a great position here. There's a no-nonsense tackle. And that pass isn't the best. Oh, this looks sharp. Nesta calmly anticipates. It's a pretty loose pass. Messi. And now the breakaway. That is good alertness. And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. And this is Del Piero. Shapes to shoot! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Well, it's almost like he had too much thinking time there, Peter.
Substitution for Arsenal.
Arsenal can make their change now with a break in play.
Francesco Totti. Number 9, Del Piero.
Yeah, that works for me. The denial of movement, blunt and brusque.
Number 18, Ronaldinho. Number 8.
That looks a decent ball.
Number
Ronaldinho
20,
gets into a good position.
Number 6.
And that has left him in a heap. Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. This could spell real trouble. We know he has already been booked. Costa Curta has been shown a second yellow. He gets big! Really well taken goal. Dying minutes, and we're all square again. No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Well, at one stage he was being body checked, Peter, and then the next minute it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
So all square with almost no shot goal. Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
Beautifully worked to take the defence out of the picture, but there'll be no rush to see the replay on this.
Oh, it's Raul. And here's Aubameyang.
Minutes has been indicated.
Nicely shaped ball. And the shot! Oh, what about that? And that has raised the roof! So smooth. A signature finish.
Well, you've always got to have players that are willing to make the runs. And when you keep plugging away, that will happen.
Borussia Dortmund take what looks to be a decisive lead.
There's still a bit left in it, Peter, but they should find the necessary to avoid a slip-up now.
Desperate defending required here. He's got tall. And he was there to get a vital touch.
Thuram actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
The message is simple: defend this with your lives.
Substitutions taking place.
comes, clears it away. Driving on and making good progress. Chance for a shot! That was superb goalkeeping.
Carlos is offering a right smile there.
All hands on deck for this one. He rises! And that is the end of it. They hung on right till the finish. Borussia Dortmund have emerged victorious in this match of thrills. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. It is a deep, deep sea of yellow, beautifully effervescent yellow. That is what you're faced with when you come to Dortmund. There's the whistle.
I think it's only right for me to respectfully acknowledge Fabio Cannavaro as being a little giant.
Yeah, not the tallest of centre-halves, but amongst the most commanding.
Yeah, and whatever he lacks in height, he makes up for in other areas. Anticipation, timing and tactical intelligence, they're all top class.
Oh, easy pickings there. Jordan Henderson. McAllister. Oh, that pass isn't the best. That's really well manoeuvred. Aubameyang. And there's green grass ahead of him. Jordan Henderson. Looking to play him in. Yaya Toure. And it's Serginho. Can he get it through? Cross needs to be good.
Well, that has caused disappointment to some, unsurprisingly, and disgust to others. What a waste.
McAllister goes on a run down the left wing. Jordan Henderson. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And that's gone loose. Aubameyang. Keeper has taken decisive action. That's a sharp pass. Well timed, excellent interception. First quarter of an hour gone. And here's Raul. Aubameyang. And reclaimed it in a trice. Now it's Neymar. Oh, lovely bit of skill. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
And this is Raul. I think that's a corner. Yes, it is.
There's a defensive height advantage here, Peter, but of course it's not guaranteed to work.
Absolutely, they're certainly not as big as those trying to stop them. Cannavaro is there, and he can get that clear. Can he get on the end of this?
Well, neither team has yet managed to impose any authority, and as a consequence, this game's just drifted.
Maradona. That has ended up in no man's land. Serginho. Neymar. And here's Raul. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Baresi. Jordan Henderson is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. And it's Serginho. This is a chance for Borussia Dortmund to break. Now that looks a decent ball. Sanchez. That has been slung wide. Pinches it off him. Serginho really struggling to influence the game.
He needs a minder, and one of his teammates should be picking up on that, and quickly.
And here's Batistuta. Neymar. Messi. And anyone who's joined us late, I can confirm that in terms of goals, at least you've missed nothing. Oh, he's been caught napping. Jordan Henderson. And the counter is on. He is starved of space and time. Neymar looking to get on the end of this. Decent chance! Goal! Borussia Dortmund! There is the breakthrough! Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Well, I think he was saying to his teammates, how dare you doubt me?
Borussia Dortmund have penetrated for the first time. Great chance! Into the pieces! Goal! And the lead lost no time at all!
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down, and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, listen, last line of defence and you don't get it right, then you're paying a visit to your net.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
Neymar. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. And that'll be the last act of the first half. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square.
Attendees, this is
How would you review the first half?
Well, I don't think either side will have too much to complain about or worry about, Peter. 1-1 is a fair reflection of the game so far, so it'll be fascinating to see how both teams go about trying to establish a little more control in this second half.
Well, it's been a tight game, but one that's packed with incident and talking points. A decent watch this, and it's 1-1 at half-time.
Substitutions taking place.
Borussia Dortmund get the second half started.
Borussia Dortmund clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
Picked out, shot at goal! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Neymar really must be thinking what he has to do to score there. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Neymar is there to clear. And it's Henderson. Borussia Dortmund have the chance to go the other way. Serginho. Cannavaro does well to stand firm and defend it. Rijkaard. Jordan Henderson. And it's Rijkaard. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Toure did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Jordan Henderson produces the perfect tackle there. Otto spots it and intercepts. Borussia Dortmund appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
That is a brilliant interception. Pedri. Sanchez. Now Yaya Toure. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Oh, well played, well sorted out. That's a little off target. He's in a good position here. Played out to the left flank. The movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Strokes it back. Oh, Aubameyang! Oh, terrible pass. Oh, no, what has happened here? Oh, good take in a good area. Pedri shoots! It's a carbon copy of the previous miss.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get their reward if they can stick at this.
Substitution in progress.
It's their second corner of the game. Bale falls short. And he's there to belt it away. And he's being shifted off it. And now they can spring out of defence. And it's Pedri. Jordan Henderson. Neymar. He's going to be disappointed with that. Joelinton. Batistuta. Good take. And a chance! Oh, it's hit the post. Serginho given the lift of his goal. Now, can they get him away? And it's Messi. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. And Messi! Oh, my word, that is quite something! About as smooth as it gets. And the game is well and truly turned on its head. Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
The danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
Borussia Dortmund get themselves into the lead.
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it.
Looking for options for movement. Yaya Toure. Neymar. Raul. Looking tidy in possession here.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Gets into some space. He gets big. He's got a goal. That is remarkable. All square in a matter of moments.
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Quite a thriller this one's become.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited. For me, now they can go one better, possibly.
Oh, that's nice. That's a corner kick.
Well, in my opinion, set pieces are 50-50 moments, and this is a rather big one, and it all depends on the service.
Not pretty, but it gets the job done.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
That'll be a throw. And this is Raul. Somewhat off target. Great ball, and he's in here.
They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
That's an imaginative pass. And that is as far as it goes. So it's ended all square, both sides showing battling qualities and neither willing to give in. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. The San Siro for nigh on a century, Milan's power base, the ultimate status symbol of their glorious history. So it's down to business here. Milan have chosen to go 4-3-3. Jim, how do you see it?
Well, a system promoted by the rise of total football, Peter. The wider players in the front.
Just about within shooting range. It's their first effort on goal.
Yeah, it seemed the right range, and I guess it was worth a try.
That was good pressing, forced the error to put an end to it before things could get even more threatening. Now this could be a chance. Oh, he's been caught napping. A header! And it's a goal!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Borussia Dortmund leading here thanks to that early goal, and the score is 1-0. He's having a shot! Oh, good spread. Now it's Eto'o.
This is the time you need that pace.
Neymar. Driving. Neymar! Loose ball now. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Goal kick. No, I stand corrected. It's a corner. Borussia Dortmund with the corner. They're first. Backward it goes. Shapes to shoot! Goal! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! What a moment of brilliance. Control and perfect accuracy.
Well, I think he knew all he had to do was get it under control, and it was always going to end up in the back of the net thereafter.
Borussia Dortmund are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Serginho. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And he's away. And Aubameyang! Relentless! Just relentless! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. Perfect placement. The one place the keeper couldn't reach.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
And that's it. Well, thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. The famous yellow wall stands tall. This has to be one of the most iconic places in European football. So it's away we go then.
It's rare for me to look at a fullback as a potential match winner, Peter, but with Roberto Carlos, I can make an exception.
He's not a defender at all, is he? He's a winger more than that.
Exactly, the Brazilian Express, up and down the line all the time, and a taker of audacious free kicks. It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Good ball over the top. He's being urged to shoot. Takes a shot! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Vinicius Junior. And it's Roberto Carlos. Now, can they get him away? Serves up across. And it's hoisted clear. He has found the way through. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Raul. And it's Serginho. Bale. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look.
Messi! That is decidedly lacking.
I'm not sure what happened there, Peter. Did he get caught admiring his own first touch, maybe?
Neymar. Sanchez. And Neymar. Serginho. And this is Raul. Well read, and the danger is averted. Borussia Dortmund have had plenty of possession, but few, if any, genuine chances. Here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Oh, that's well spotted. Serginho. That's good running with the ball. Koundé.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Toure cuts it out. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Great ball, and he's in here.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to go.
Bale. And it's Neymar. And he skips past his man. Real chance! Now, who's going to be first to this? Oh, nice touch. Vinicius Junior. Cruyff. Oh, good spread. And he's picked it up out wide. Yamal's cross. Well, the counter-attack will come to nothing because that is an errant touch.
It speaks for itself, doesn't it? Best left there.
And the referee has brought play back and shown him a yellow card. Odo. Sanchez. And it's Bale. That's a lovely, neat pass. Now that's well seen too. Neymar looking for the run. Oh, well cut out. No margin for error there at all. Ronaldinho. Vinicius Junior. Now it's Batistuta. Batistuta was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Roberto Carlos deals with that comfortably. Tries to pass it through. Cruyff. It's a really well-measured ball. Yamal will not want to lose that. Tries a shot! It's run loose. Oh, he's been... And one more try! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Cruyff actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
It's still 0-0, but no shortage of effort. Serginho. Now Neymar. Neymar, there he goes, motoring forward, and claimed it back swiftly. Well, now it's a race for the ball. That has ended up in no man's land. Now it's Yamal. Oh, played right into his path. Short changes him with that pass. Neymar. Passing is crisp and sharp. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
And the whistle goes for half-time. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. So, no breakthrough from either side, 0-0 after 45 minutes of action. And the game has already resumed here.
Borussia Dortmund are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
And it's Serginho. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
And here's Yamal. He's in a great position here. Lofted in.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Bale. Sanchez is a man so notably robust and resolute in his defending. Neymar. And it's Messi. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Up towards the hour mark and still no goals. Sanchez. Yaya Toure. Great skill, that's nice. Now Otto. Neymar. Messi. Oh, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Roberto Carlos. Vinicius Junior. Otto calmly anticipates. That has not gone well. Can he get it through? He's cut it out. No breakthrough and well into the second period. It is still anyone's game. Raul goes steaming forward. Rijkaard. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Yamal. That's a throw. Hangs one in. Nice and easy for the goalkeeper. Neymar. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off.
Borussia Dortmund have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different.
Threads one in. And this is Messi. Messi! Loose and again! And he hits the net! He knows it's taken a big and very kind deflection, but he is claiming it nonetheless. So we have our breakthrough.
Look, experienced voices need to be heard now, along with good purpose and urgency, and they can get right back into this. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Oh, easy pickings there.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Otto gets it away. And he's quick to snatch it back. Defending was strong and firm.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Oh, straight chance! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Sanchez gets good distance on it. Oh, good steal, he just read it. Looking for a runner. He's through here. It's gone all the way through to the keeper. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Raul going face-to-face with his great rival. He's felt... And Messi! It's there! And surely that does it! Perfect time! Decisive strike! And that really is so impressive.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
The goal scorer for Borussia Dortmund after 84 minutes is number 13, Lionel Messi. Lionel Messi.
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now.
Borussia Dortmund against
The
Italy.
famous yellow wall stands tall. This has to be one of the most iconic places in European football. So that's got things underway. We're talking a genuinely stylish player here in Frank Rijkaard. You're not arguing with that, Jim, are you?
No, I've got to totally agree with every word you just said. As holding midfielders go, he is one of the very best. Nothing phases him.
Out to the right. Platini going face-to-face with his great rival. Neymar. Nice try, but he wasn't buying it. Now it's Lewandowski. And here's Lewandowski. Now it's Platini. Neymar. Rijkaard does really well to win the ball there. Totti. Platini. That is a brilliant interception. Bale. Aubameyang. That's a cute ball. Good ball over the top. And this is Messi. Messi was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Totti. And this is Lewandowski. Header! That's a half-decent try.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
That's a nicely weighted chance! Harmlessly behind.
Incredible. He had all the time in the world to pick his spot as well.
Sanchez. First quarter of an hour gone. Borussia Dortmund are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type. Serginho gets a foot in here. And it's Michel Platini. Oh, easy pickings there.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
And here's Aubameyang. This might spell danger. Chance! Goal! Borussia Dortmund!
I think you have to appreciate the simplicity and efficiency of it all there, Peter. The ease at which the defence got taken out of the equation, and he was never going to miss that.
Borussia Dortmund have fired themselves in front.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Odo. Totti. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. And he's picked out the run. Now this could be a chance. Big chance! It's bounced back off the post. It looks as though the ref has given a penalty. He has. So a big chance now from 12 yards. To further improve their position of comfort. Not much more than a formality.
I just think the keeper committed himself too early.
Borussia Dortmund are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Passes short and sharp, gives it back. Totti unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Borussia Dortmund finding their passes. Oh, shooting chance! Relentless! Just relentless! And in that moment, he has his 50th goal. He made it happen, squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Now the chip pass hasn't quite come off. Platini. Borussia Dortmund heading towards the half-time break. The win very much in their sails. Now it's Lewandowski. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Toure deals with that comfortably. Raul. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Totti. And it's Michel Platini. And that has left him in a heap. Raul does have his name on the score sheet, of course. And here's Aubameyang, laid into space. Well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Platini. Now it's Kane. Now it's Lewandowski. And that'll be the final action of the first half. Well, the mood in the two camps couldn't be more different as they go in for half-time. Elation on one side, misery on the other.
And just a quick reminder today to
It's an eye-catching scoreline, but it's a fair reflection on what we've just seen in this first half, Peter. Now they just need to make sure they retain their focus until the very end. No slip-ups.
Borussia Dortmund have established themselves in a position of absolute supremacy. An action-packed 45 minutes, and they have raced into a 3-goal lead. And the second half gets underway. Totti. Ball played for Rijkaard. Picked out brilliantly. Well read. And the danger is averted. Chance here to counter. Now it's Aubameyang. Now it's Neymar. Well, that looks a decent ball. Italy can breathe again, just.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Now it's Kane. Serginho. Nicely weighted ball. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. And we have our very first corner. And the finish! Lacking in accuracy.
Lewandowski clearly can't believe he didn't put that away. He'd set himself up perfectly.
Bale. Marquinhos. And it's Otto. Neymar. Sanchez is pretty much the definition of the word uncompromising. Messi looking to shake off some unwanted attention.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here.
Borussia Dortmund are simply cruising along with this 3-goal lead. Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. Now Otto. Bale.
The attendance for this match was
Almost an hour gone.
60,179.
And Sanchez. And it's Marquinhos. Otto. Sanchez. Threads one in. Raul providing an outlet on that flank. Totti. Now it's Kane. And Ed Nielsen. And it's Totti. Here's Totti. Passing is crisp and sharp. Serginho.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Well, it just petered out. No penetration at all, having had a great deal of the ball. Italy looking to pass their way through. Nice sequence of passes, this. Sanchez. Yaya Toure. Neymar. And it's Otto. For Bale. Could be danger here. Kane. Otto. Marquinhos. And it's Bale. Yaya Toure. Now Neymar. Borussia Dortmund are coasting towards victory. Oh, perfectly measured that. Oh, that pass isn't the best. And he's managed to get free. Not the most convincing of passes. And they win it back again. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through.
Well, welcome to the modern game. You get hounded as soon as you get the ball. You can't take time like that.
Caught offside that time. Bale. Borussia Dortmund clearly now in lead preservation mode. Yaya Toure. Otto. Marquinhos. And it's Yaya Toure. Marquinhos is there to clear. And there goes the final whistle. Well, that was a tale of two very different teams. One driven, ruthless, prolific. The other quite the opposite in all of those. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable.
Borussia Dortmund
It is a deep, deep sea of yellow, beautifully effervescent yellow. That is what you're faced with when you come to Dortmund. Well, we're underway. Well, 2014-15 certainly provided some terrific highlights for Lionel Messi's career showreel. Many claimed it was his best season ever. He did, of course, win the treble. Shapes to shoot! He's delivered all right!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes.
No space, no problem. You just... And Messi! It's in! And the lead lost no time at all!
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop, just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking stuff.
Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
He steps in, and that's the end of that. Del Piero, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Bale puts them all in. Sanchez gets it away. Neymar. Del Piero does really well to win the ball there. Platini. And it's Messi. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it. It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
He's a sharp little ball here. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Messi. And here's Dembele. Messi! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Messi is offering a right smile there.
Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Serginho was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Oh, delicate chip through. And that is expertly dealt with. Messi, very much a man of this moment. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Well, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's Dembele. And here's Bale. Played into space out wide. And it's Messi. Marquinhos did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Thuram gets over and intercepts. Van der Sar sends that a long way. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Aubameyang. Oh, that's a fine interception. Platini. Messi. Platini. Passing is crisp and sharp. Platini. Big chance! Oh, that was close. Yaya Toure. And it's Serginho. Now it's Messi. Knocks it into space. Thuram. Messi. Platini. Half-time getting close now. He's tried one! Oh, fantastic from Platini!
Well, I don't want to be overly harsh on the defensive side of things here, Peter, but the build-up was so slick and executed with such quality, it made life just that bit too difficult for them.
Paris Saint-Germain take the lead. Oh, shooting chance! They've done it! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye!
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
So smooth, a signature finish.
Well, you've always got to have players that are willing to make the runs, and when you keep plugging away, that will happen.
Has been indicated.
Quite a thriller this one's become.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. Borussia Dortmund are involved in a terrific contest here. It's been a slugfest and a half.
Just a quick announcement.
Either side holding back here. It has been quite a half, this.
Please watch the
What's a
screen
good
if you have a
half.
ticket.
They've gone blow for blow, and it's 2-2. Paris Saint-Germain get the second half going. Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Mbappe. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. He is through here. And this is Raul. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Shoots! Goal! Borussia Dortmund! And the comeback is complete. Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
Just the sort of forward pass he's been looking for. Very telling.
Borussia Dortmund go into the lead.
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on, or even better, can they get another?
And it's Messi. And Messi! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Bale lays it forward. Del Piero. Now it's Dembele. Now that looks a decent ball. Messi! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. And a terrific save from the keeper.
Messi really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
And we have our very first corner. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Borussia Dortmund have the chance to go the other way.
Borussia Dortmund are clearly enjoying a very good spell. The flow of momentum is bang in their favour.
Passes short and sharp.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Now it's Dembele. pinches it off him. He's looking wide. He's found the way through. That's very neat. Platini given the lift of his goal. Out towards the flank. Tries to pass it through. Platini. Rijkaard. That is a little undercooked. Aubameyang. Played out wide. Raul. Del Piero. For Messi. Well, he's not getting any further than that. And the whistler's gone for a reckless challenge there. And he has shown him a yellow card. Paris Saint-Germain choosing to make the first change. It's a searching pass. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Shot could be on.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
He's cut it out. Ambitious ball here. And he was quick to react. Well, that looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Saka has it out wide and in space. Otto getting this one clear. And it's Rijkaard. Some really good... Decent chance! Sticks it away! What remarkable powers of recovery!
Yeah, and it's very much deserved in the circumstances. In these games, it's so tempting to maybe get a little sorry for yourselves, but there's none of that.
Really tidily gathered, and ultimately a more than tidy finish.
And his manager couldn't look happier. That's the kind of interplay they've been working on in training.
Ronaldinho! Oh, surely that deserved better.
Ronaldinho deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
Toure can get it clear. Sanchez clears it away.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Paris Saint-Germain appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Borussia Dortmund claiming a corner, and the referee concurs.
Yeah, and the jostling for position has begun. There's hardly any breathing space in that box.
And he's taking no chances there. Bale, and here's Raul. Tries to play it through. And this is Bale. Serginho has it in a wide position.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Knocks it out wide. So chance! And oh, he's got that completely wrong. Four added minutes on the board. Saka. He's having a go! Oh, nice. Just not quite.
Well, that was certainly bold, Peter. He's never short on confidence.
Saka is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Magic. What a magical football match, and genuine respect all round. Aubameyang claiming the man. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion.
Borussia Dortmund against
The famous yellow wall stands tall. This has to be one of the most iconic places in European football. And that gets things running. Well, there's the man we're all here to see, the thriller-minute Neymar. He really does turn every game into a showbiz occasion. So I wonder, Jim, what is in today's show?
Well, plenty, we hope, Peter. Being the kind of player who likes to take it upon himself to win, whether it's his vision and creativity or being more direct in providing a threat up front, we're bound to see something special, I hope.
Because we always have in the past.
Indeed.
Turan. Quality ball. Neymar.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Now it's Aubameyang. Iniesta. Rijkaard. That has not gone well. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Now it's Aubameyang. And this is Raul. Lofted in. Khan claims it. Safe hands. Not the most accurate pass. Pretty cagey early on from both sides. Yamal. Oh, that's fabulous. Takes on his marker. Taken back almost at once. That's very neat. This looks promising. He's in a... Can he finish? Goal! Boca Juniors! And Boca Juniors take the lead. Just gorgeous, the most glorious, delicious of touches, followed up with an unerring finish.
Yeah, the right touch in moments like that is key to what follows. All very neat and tidy.
Boca Juniors have penetrated for the first time.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
There's the shot! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
Serginho. Now, can they get him away? And this is Messi.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Now it's Messi. He's got away. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter.
And here's Aubameyang.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And reclaimed it in a trice. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Bale cuts out the pass. Looking to play him in. Neymar. Well read, and the danger is averted. Turan is there to clear. Driving on and making good progress. Messi has it out wide and in space. Aubameyang receives it in a good position here. Great vision. Neymar.
That's just playing it safe and simple. They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Raul.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
Well, we expected better, and so did he. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass to do it.
Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Serginho. And this is Raul. And it's Serginho. And here's Aubameyang. Real chance! Iniesta. That's been cut out, well played. Yaya Toure. Messi. Serginho. Iniesta.
There will be 1 minute
For
at a
Yaya
time.
Toure. Steered out wide, but he won't reach that one. Yaya Toure. And we hit half-time. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead, and that gives them something to build on after the break.
Well, obviously things are not good, Peter. It seems the team were just a bit too busy playing within themselves, too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
Substitution.
And the second half gets underway.
Borussia Dortmund can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Raul. And it's Yaya Toure. Now it's Aubameyang. He's shifting through the gears here. No way through. Yaya Toure. Toure was alert. In the end, it's fruitless. Nicely aimed pass. Rijkaard. Played out towards the right wing. Decent progress down the left. Now it's Raul. Rijkaard. Good ball, good take. And he's straight offside.
Substitutions taking place.
Time for a change in personnel.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Oh, he's been caught on it here. Borussia Dortmund still trailing by one and looking here to take it up a notch after the break. Vitinha. Rummenigge. Done delicately. And this is Cruyff. Nicely weighted ball. Plays it across. And that has been cleared.
The attendance for this
Referee's
match
given a
was
throw.
60,332.
Out again for a throw-in. Tries to play it through.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Messi. Couldn't squeeze it through. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
And it's Vitinha. And this is Fletcher. Out towards the flank. Zico. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Ambitious ball here. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Borussia Dortmund are very much in the game and matching the opposition for chances.
Now it's Cruyff. Rummenigge touches it back.
Just too much pressure. Had to go that way.
Oh, there's a probing ball. Messi. Now it's Aubameyang.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
And he's managed to get free. Aubameyang. That's a shade optimistic. Costa Curta gets good distance on it. Yaya Toure going vertical. Rummenigge. Now it's Cruyff. That has been cut short. Oh, good-looking ball. Darren Fletcher takes a shot! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
It was such a clever idea to lift it into his path.
Bale. Can he get on the end of this? Raul. Piqué gets over and intercepts.
Borussia Dortmund really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Good read, needed to be. Rummenigge. Lovely ball and a real chance now. Messi. The final moments of a game that has been pretty compelling overall.
At least they're going about it as they should, having brought this on themselves.
And he whips it in. Boca Juniors with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually.
Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
Aimed beyond the defence. Zico. Oh, shooting chance! It's run loose. Who's going to get there?
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Cruyff.
That's a shame because it was such a good decision.
Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Quite a game, and one that was always on a knife edge until the very final whistle. No shortage of endeavour, effort, at times effervescence, but just one goal to show for all of that.
We are glad to inform you that today's
So, Jim,
match
how do you
day
reflect
program-
on... Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now.
Borussia Dortmund against
It is a deep, deep sea of yellow, beautifully effervescent yellow. That is what you're faced with when you come to Dortmund. So that's got things underway. Messi totally focused today, as always, as he has been throughout the 490... Shoots! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
There's a defensive height advantage here, Peter, but of course it's not guaranteed to work.
Absolutely, they're certainly not as big as those trying to stop them. Thuram can get it clear. Porto are looking to go forward now. Rijkaard looking to penetrate opposition lines. Now it's Hullet. Yaya Toure gets the foot in and wins the ball. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Toure has given away a free kick. It's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. I do think he's feeling the effects of that tackle. Look at the space here. Real chance here. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Neymar threads one in. Now it's Raul. Hullet. It's Ronaldinho. Iniesta. Nice looking ball. Well, that looks a cracking ball. Odo. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Now it's Hullet. Totti. And he was quick to react.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Serginho. He's got away. And no, he's seen through all of that. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Long time, excellent interception. Aims beyond the defence. Great ball if he can get there. Oh, what has happened here? Messi! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing. No goals as yet. Raul. Borussia Dortmund looking to pass their way through. Crosses it in here.
Oh, that was one big no-no when you've got a queue formed in the box.
And it's Messi. That's a good ball out wide. Played back into the centre. Totti. Ronaldinho. Platini. Brilliantly cut out. Neymar. Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Marquinhos spots it and intercepts. Neymar. Oh, super find. Neymar is offering some sort of an apology there.
Ah, he made it look a bit predictable.
Very nearly half an hour gone here. Back towards the middle. Raul. Now it's Aubameyang. And the pass is intercepted. Bullet. Now it's Ronaldinho. Rijkaard. And it's Totti. Messi. Looking to play him in. And it's Neymar. And he's being shifted off it. And the counter is on. He's a sharp little ball here. Great defending, strong and determined. Rijkaard.
Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
Raul plays it in.
He was too tightly marked when that came his way. Not really much he could do.
Still waiting for the game's first breakthrough goal. Totti. Now it's Hullet. Toure did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. No, that's been intercepted. Serginho. And here's Messi. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Oh, sweet feet.
He's having a shot!
Oh, he's really drilled it. Ronaldinho. Neymar.
There will be 1 minute added time.
And here's Aubameyang. Oh, important interception. Played with speed from back to front. Platini. And the first half is done. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Please
Solid.
turn your attention
Very
to
solid,
the screen
actually,
for
Peter.
information
They haven't
provided
made
by
much
the
of an
local
impression
police.
at the other end, but defensively I think they've got an awful lot right, completely nullifying their opponents. Now they just need to focus on getting a little more creative.
So we are still where we were at the beginning. It is 0-0 at the break. So off we go once more.
Borussia Dortmund clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
Serginho. To Messi. Borussia Dortmund are looking to break at pace. Over to the left. Now it's Aubameyang. Ronaldinho. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Now it's Hullet. Now it's Ronaldinho. Oh, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. Neymar. And it's Serginho. Now Yaya Toure. Oh, this looks sharp. Borussia Dortmund finding their passes. Now it's Messi. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Pass somewhat off target. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Oh, that was vital. Not the most accurate pass. Now it's Hullet. Goalless still, neither side really getting onto the front foot. Messi.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
It's Raul! Oh, surely that deserved better.
Raul deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
Now, can he find a finish? That's not going far. Turns and goes back. And it's Yaya Toure. Totti! It's in! Just the pick-me-up the whole game needs! Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Number 23, Francesco Totti. Substitution for Borussia Dortmund, number 97.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Well, Peter, I don't think there's anything tactical or injury-related here. I think it's just all about the push for a goal now.
Porto have penetrated for the first time.
Look, you can't deny that it's a blow, but this game is far from unsalvageable.
Now it's Pele. Now it's Eto'o. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here. And
He's had a shot! It's there! It was bound to happen, destined to happen. A goal for the 500 man. Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
look at the manager here, he's absolutely fuming and he has every right to be. You can't win football matches if you give the ball away like that.
Borussia Dortmund grab the equaliser and we're all square.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited. For me, now they can go one better, possibly.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
And that's gone loose. Hit into the middle. And it's hoisted clear. Rijkaard demonstrating his defensive quality there. Ball's played through.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind.
Big chance! Goal! Borussia Dortmund! And the comeback is complete.
It just came down to a battle of wills between him and the keeper, and he won it with a cracking piece of trickery.
Borussia Dortmund get themselves into the lead.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Mbappe was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. I think we're just about done here. Raul. And this is Raul.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
It's their second corner of the game. Bale plays it short. Now it's Bale. Nice physical challenge.
Borussia Dortmund really wanted that two-goal cushion, but it wasn't to be. Still, they should be able to see it out from here.
Now it's Mbappe. Bale. Great vision. Serginho picks it up out wide.
Added minutes has been indicated.
Serginho going full tilt down the left. And that's definitely not his best. Zico. Now he's got space here. Oh, that's well spotted. And that is as far as it goes. What a terrific response it was to adversity. What a fantastic game from those players. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, you've got to say the Nerazzurri certainly know how to create an atmosphere. 80,000 here in black and blue. The dress code is a strict one. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. And he shoots! Big moment! Massive goal!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
There was no getting to that. No getting to it at all. Expertly done.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal. 99.
He's been bundled over. That is a foul. Well, it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score, and obviously he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
Ronaldinho with a real chance here. Ronaldinho! Now, who's going to be first to this? Well, he's going to be disappointed with that.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Neymar. Passing is crisp and sharp. That has not gone well. Yaya Toure. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Now it's Messi. And the shot! Oh, what has happened here? And again! Now that is commitment to the cause. And we have our very first corner. They've played it short. Not the most accurate pass. And it's Messi. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. Now it's Luis Suarez. It's Luis Suarez! He's got a goal! And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
Just the sort of forward pass he's been looking for. Very telling.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
We're looking at a very different game now. The command has been established.
Aubameyang. Now it's Messi. Now that looks a decent ball. Chance! They've got to be quick to recover this. Yaya Toure. And here's Messi. Plays a sharp little ball here. There's the shot! Has another go!
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Another pass just keeps it ticking over. And this is Raul. And it's Serginho. Real chance! And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench. It's their second corner of the game. Bale goes short. Inter Milan are looking to go forward now. Messi. And it's Neymar. That has been slung wide. And it's Neymar. Bale promptly onto that, and that is that. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? Calm, gets rid without sophistication. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, smashing header! And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Oh, good spread. He's got away. Nice interception, well timed.
Saka really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quick.
Shot, surely! It's run loose, who's going to get there? And he's only too happy to take that back. Nicely weighted ball. Now it's Ronaldinho. He has found the way through. Sanchez did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly... Saka! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Well, it's almost like he had too much thinking time there, Peter.
More and more pressure on the ball. Oh, he's been caught on it here. The ball has bounced loose now. Big header! Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. That's a sharp pass. Serginho. And they can counter here. Serginho. Oh, well played, well played.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Threads one in. Saka is wide.
And the shot!
And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Serginho.
Indica 2 minuti di recupero.
And it's Neymar. Gives it back. That's a cute ball. Oh, delightful ball. Goes for the shot! Oh, denied! Brilliantly!
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
This possibly the last play of the half. And that'll be the final action of the first half. To review the first half.
Borussia Dortmund really should be thinking about killing this off early in the second half, Peter. The boss will be demanding the same level of intensity from his team, so I'd expect to see the same positive intent after the break, the same purpose again.
And we're underway again.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment.
Shoots! It's a really well-measured ball. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Otto. Played out to the right. And the finish! Oh, off the bar! Oh, well played. Vitinha. Saka. Oh, good spread. And he's had it nicked away. Knocks it into space. An instinctive delivery. Luis Suarez.
Look, they've had their chance to regroup and rethink. Now they've got to stir a revival.
And he's in on goal. And Messi! Oh, split-second reaction.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Corner number 3 coming up. And it's going to be another one. Corner number 4 coming up here. And it's been taken short. Not quite sure who got the final touch, but it will be another corner. They're up to 5 corners now. Yaya Toure. Tries a shot! It's in! Oh, that is a sweet finish, gorgeously controlled and ruthlessly dispatched.
Well, I think he knew all he had to do was get it under control, and it was always going to end up in the back of the net thereafter.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
The manager must have given them an earful at half-time, and fair play, because it seems to have worked. They've got to kick on from here now.
it's Vitinha.
Dembele.
Chance for a shot! In for the pieces! Goal! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, it still had to be finished off, so well done to the goal scorer, but the keeper should have done a lot better.
So the lead now is 2.
The crowd are calling for this to be put to bed. There's little sympathy about.
Bale. The counter-attack is on here for Inter. Luis Suarez. And he welcomes it in. And he's managed to get free. Oh, well played. He needed to get that right. Corner number 2 then. And he gets rid in a hurry. Shot at goal! It's off target and by quite a way.
Oh, what a chance. He probably had more time than he realised.
Yaya Toure. Bale. Looking for options for movement. He's found a way through. And he's whipped it across. Rodri. And here's Aubameyang.
Aubameyang really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Just about up to 75 minutes. Oh, they could break here. He's through, now is he in? Ronaldinho. And here's Dembele. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Toure has created 1 goal already. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Raul. Raul going face-to-face with his great rival. That'll be a corner.
Sostituzione per l'Inter. Numero 80.
Corner count is rising. That's 6.
Numero 10. Numero 7. Lasciano il campo per il numero 18. Ribery. Il numero 11. Forlan. Il numero 30.
Oh, should have put that away.
Well, I think it's great. He's showing plenty of fight here. You want that to spread throughout the team now.
Bale plays it short. And now they can spring out of defence. He's shifting through the gears here. He's picked his way through. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. And that is a little undercooked. Raul is offering some sort of an apology there.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the task to do.
Big chance! Yes! And the lead is extended still further. The breakaway clinical and clean, and the finish unerring.
Well, this is a well-rehearsed drill. As soon as possession is regained, the commitment to attack is lethal.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
It's starting to look like a done deal now. And it's Messi. Neymar. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Now it's Ribery. Looking for the run. Tries to pass it through. Raul. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it. A moment to try and place the cherry on the cake.
Up he goes! Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in. Bale. And that is that. Borussia Dortmund suffer a humiliating defeat, and if that weren't painful enough, there's all the analysis. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So, it's away we go then.
Well, this 4-4-2 formation is often used in the modern era defensively, but it used to be the gold standard of formations a generation or so ago, Peter, and it does allow the fullbacks to play a key role in attack.
Yeah, they offer most of the width, don't they?
Exactly. You want them to be high up the pitch so they can get themselves into the final third whenever possible. This will, of course, ask an awful lot of the centre halves and the central midfielders, who need to drop into position and cover the spaces.
We're in the presence of goalkeeping greatness, a man with total command of his defence.
And the shot! Goal! Arsenal! Arsenal take the lead. An opportunist strike, but he'll take it. He will own it.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
Borussia Dortmund finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Nuno Mendes. Fred. Arsenal looking to pass their way through. Osimhen. That has been knocked clear. Marquinhos did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Well, that's well seen too. Looking for a runner. Great vision. Aubameyang. Messi. Shot a goal! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Messi really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
And now they can spring out of defence. Not the most accurate pass. Neymar. And this is Raul. Neymar. Now that's a fine challenge. Neymar was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Marquinhos.
Borussia Dortmund really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Oh, well played, well sorted out. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
He made it look a bit predictable. It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Looks a good ball through. Goes for a shot! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Eze goes short. That's going to go a long way. Borussia Dortmund are looking to go forward now. Floated through. Zaire Emery. That has not gone well.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
Arsenal applying the press here, a high press.
Yeah, we see this so often these days, but it does demand an awful lot of work rate and, of course, the discipline, because it has to be with everyone. It can't be with one or two. If that starts happening here, it'll just fall away.
Yeah, and there are so much of them, but, of course, the returns can be terrific. Short changes him with that pass. Messi. Neymar. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Real chance! They've scored! Borussia Dortmund back on level terms. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he...
And Aubameyang! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Borussia Dortmund have their second corner now. Courtois claims comfortably. And now a sudden chance to counter. Nicely aimed pass. Bale. Yaya Toure. Bale. Neymar. And it's Serginho. That's been slipped through. He's away. Takes a shot. Goal! Borussia Dortmund! And the comeback is complete. And that was as close to certain as can be.
Well, so often it comes down to that quality on the final pass, and we've got it here, Peter. The defence might want to have a good look at themselves as to how they let it happen.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Toure cuts out the pass. Serginho. Now it's Aubameyang.
2 added
Now
minutes
it's
has
Raul.
been indicated.
That's been cut out, well played. Zaire Emery. No, that's been intercepted. Tries to pass it through. Sanchez calmly anticipates. And the first half is done. Well, what a comeback. Certainly I didn't see that coming, nor I think did many in this crowd. So there was the first half.
Well, Peter, I'm just thinking of
And
the
now
best way
I'd
to
just
describe
like to read
that.
out our
Frantic,
Fan Club members who are celebrating their
frenzied.
birthdays today.
It was unmissable and it was irresistible. Forget about the analysis on this one, just enjoy it.
Number 7.
Borussia Dortmund head into the half-time break with a
Coming on the
narrow
field
advantage.
is
It is 2-1.
Number 11, Dembele.
We're already back up and running after half-time. Zaire Emery. Eze, good ball over the top. He's shifting through the gears. It's a mighty effort! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Shot, surely! That's another chance! He's got a goal! And this is getting better and better. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, they say all goalkeepers are crazy, and after that, maybe there's some truth in it.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Well, everything is going to plan, Peter. A day for a regular managerial heartbeat, at least for one.
He's in a great position here. Now, can he... Decent chance! Oh, what this time, surely? He's missed, but not by that far.
Osimhen certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
Substitution for Arsenal. Number 45.
Arsenal are making a change now.
Number 15, Eze. Coming
No,
on the
he's
field,
not getting past him
number
there.
9,
Showing
Gilles.
great feet there.
Number 10,
Cracking ball. Neymar. And they can counter here. That's good pressure, closed him down quickly. Nice bit of skill, and he's away. And this is Roll! And that is doing no harm at all.
Look, we've all been there. Not that it'll make him feel much better at the moment.
He steps in, and that's the end of that. He has found the way through. Look, shoots! Oh, he's been caught napping. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Now it's Aubameyang. Pedri. And Zaire Emery. And it's been played through. Big chance, must be! Khan gets rid without sophistication. Raul. Played into space. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. And they're not going to make any further progress now. And he's managed to get free. And that's a simple one for the keeper. And claimed it back swiftly. It's a pretty loose pass. It's a searching pass. Tierney deals with that comfortably. Pedri, who does have an assist to his name. Now it's Rafa Silva. He's got away. Oh, good-looking ball. Otto, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up. Burak Yilmaz! He scored! Just one goal in it now! Game on! Beautiful, just beautiful. The joy of the moment.
It's almost poetry in motion, Peter, isn't it? The way he wraps his foot round the ball so effortlessly. Amazing.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Oh, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
Expertly cut out, really nicely done.
Borussia Dortmund surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
That has been cut short.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Pedri. And he's let fly.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
He is through here. Raul. Very nicely done. And this is Raul. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter. Arsenal really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
No, he wasn't going to let him past. Aubameyang unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Not too much more here than seeing out time, and time is very nearly seen out. Chance here to counter. 2 minutes to be added on. Rafa Silva. Arsenal finding their passes. And we're done. Borussia Dortmund have been forced to do it the hard way, but they have pulled themselves through unwaveringly to win. A great performance. This has to be one of the most iconic places in European football. So we're up and running. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Yeah, Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, Peter. It's his pace that's his main attribute, especially over those first few yards, where he just seems to glide away from defenders, gets himself into great positions, and likes to hit it hard and nice and early. That's a horrible combination for any defence that's trying to deal with him, I can tell you that.
Yes, he's certainly the one who carries the hopes of his team. Aubameyang receives it at Neymar! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
And it's Messi. Now it's Aubameyang. And the shot! Marvellous goal!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
Borussia Dortmund finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Sanchez. Hazard. Now then, the ball's come loose. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Looking tidy in possession here. He's on it, can he get away? And it's Neymar! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
And we have our very first corner. And now they can spring out of defence. Threads one in. Now it's Aubameyang. Aubameyang showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Back into the middle. Messi, a player who needs no introduction. The counter-attack is on here for Inter.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Now it's Aubameyang. Aubameyang.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Kupchu. Now it's Neymar. Serginho. Cannavaro wins the duel this time. And he's there to retrieve it. Hazard. Can he get it through? Aubameyang! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
Nicked it back promptly. Messi. Out to the left it goes. Now, can they get him away? Serginho gets flagged offside. Well, he's hit it long, but astray. Raul.
That pressing is so good, it's nice and early.
Well, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Marquinhos did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on.
Look, the only way of becoming more aware...
And a chance! That's a lovely pass. Aubameyang. Looking for options for movement. Dink through. And they've got rid. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. And it's Aubameyang. Now it's Raul. Serginho. He is through here. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. We've got 5 minutes till half-time. That looks a cracking ball. Great chance! Really well taken goal. They have done it! They have their equaliser!
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
But Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
There will be 1 minute added
Borussia
time.
Dortmund grabbed the equaliser and we're all square.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
There's the whistle for half-time. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Well, I don't think either side will have too much to complain about or worry about, Peter. 1-1 is a fair reflection of the game so far, so it'll be fascinating to see how both teams go about trying to establish a little more control in this second half.
Well, it's been a decent 45 minutes. Competitive, certainly, and a goal each. Hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. Couldn't squeeze it through. Now it's Aubameyang. And that's very disappointing, it has to be said.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
And smartly reclaimed. Tries to pass it through. Messi unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Oh, well played, well sorted out. And that's put paid to a promising move. Now it's Messi. Raul. He's found the way through. And this is Messi. Good ball. Chance! Oh, it's hit the post. Back in possession and ready to go again. Is there any support? Chance for a shot! So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Oh, there's a probing ball. Van der Ven.
The attendance for this match was 61,052.
Neymar. Messi. Marquinhos kept his eye on it, and he's there. And here's Neymar. Now it's Joe Linton, and he shoots! Messi. Now it's Raul. Spread out to the left.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Borussia Dortmund clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Kupchu. Now it's Neymar. He won't be happy with that one. Messi. Now it's Raul. Nesta gets across to intercept that. Linton. And it's Azar. Now it's Aubameyang. Now he's got space here. Oh, nicely intercepted. Now this... He's had a shot! Great effort, beautifully taken.
That's a great effort. There was very little backlift to indicate what was coming.
Substitution for Borussia Dortmund.
So,
Number
time for changes
97,
on both sides, actually.
Aubameyang. Number 11, Raul. Number 18,
Van
Neymar.
Nistelrooy.
Coming
He's in a
on the
great
field,
position here.
Number 5,
Joelinton.
Mbappe.
That's
Number
very
20,
neat. Whistle's
Hazard.
gone, that's a foul.
Number 9,
Now, the ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. Guti looking to play it into the box. Defending of the desperate variety. Borussia Dortmund do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Guti.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure. Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Nicely shaped ball. Floated through. Casillas breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Sanchez calmly anticipates. And they're quick to get it back. This looks promising. A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won. I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Now it's Mbappe. And it's Van Nistelrooy. Van Nistelrooy. He's gone for goal! And a terrific save from the keeper.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
That was very necessary. And that was nowhere near his best. Hazard. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. So it's ended all square, both sides showing battling qualities, and neither willing to give in. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest.
Borussia Dortmund against
The famous yellow wall stands tall. This has to be one of the most iconic places in European football. So we're up and running. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, this guy's son really is a manager's dream. A second striker.
It's Neymar! It's hit the crossbar! And again! And again the keeper stands strong.
Great stop from the keeper. That was something else. He's definitely coming out on top at the moment.
Borussia Dortmund with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually. And now they can spring out of defence. Marquinhos does well to get it back. And it's Messi. Messi puts his foot on the gas. Cannavaro, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Knocks it out wide. And here's Messi, steaming on goalwards. Marquinhos did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Now it's Messi. Raul. Raul. Now, can they get him away? Oh, what has happened here? Bit of an appeal, but nothing doing. Costa Curta did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. No way through. Roberto Carlos. Now it's Zico. It's played through for him. He's picked his way through. Serves up across. That's well blocked, and back out it comes. Bullish header! Neymar attempts a clearance. And one more try! Goal! Fenerbahce! Zico duly reaps his reward, kept his cool whilst the defence lost their bearings.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
That has ended up in no man's land. And here's Aubameyang. And it's Serginho. He's a roll! He's keen, determined to have his say.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get their reward if they can stick at this. Borussia Dortmund are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Has a shot! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Gullit. Can he finish? In for the pieces. Goal! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department. A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Neymar. Looking for a runner. And he's picked out the run. Last-ditch defending. And Gullit! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. A quite incredible spell. They are flying. A momentary lapse, mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Look at the manager here, he's absolutely...
He's had a shot! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Cruyff going face-to-face with his great rival. Reaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now? Searching pass he's played there. Yaya Toure.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Messi. Messi purring through the gears. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Neymar. That's an excellent interception. Tries to play it through. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Lovely bit of skill. And it's Zico. Shot, surely! Loose ball now and there's a chase on to retrieve it. And there's the end of the first half. Well, I don't think many people saw this coming ahead of kick-off. That gets things going for the second half. Borussia Dortmund didn't have a great first half. They need a change of fortune. Messi. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. And this is Zico. Ball's over the line, and it is a corner. Fenerbahce have their second corner now. Borussia Dortmund are looking to go forward now. Played into space. Messi. Raul. He's shifting through the gears here. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Yaya Toure. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Odo. And it's Messi.
Oh, great feat, that.
And he's in on goal. Oh, important interception. Neymar! Great football, shot and save. Corner number 2 then. And it's been taken short. Back could it go? Great chance! And now a sudden chance to counter. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Well timed, excellent interception.
The attendance for this match
Pull
was
it
60,810.
out to the right. 60 minutes played. He is through here. Sweat goes for a shot. They've done it. Players ecstatic, fans delirious. This is utopian. Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
The danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
It's become a case of men against boys. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Neymar really struggling to influence the game.
He needs a minder, and one of his teammates should be picking up on that, and quickly.
Oh, that's a key interception. Neymar. Well, that is one way to stop him. Zico. Nicely weighted ball. Zico. Takes a shot! trying everything to subdue him here.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here.
Messi, and Messi! Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Yaya Toure. Time and again they are repelled. Costa Curta. João Cancelo is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. That's good running with the ball. Oh, outsmarting him this time. Marquinhos promptly onto that, and that is that. Neymar. And it's Messi. Played out to the left flank. Otto is the guilty party there.
Substitution in progress.
Pass is just off target. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Pull it. That's a shade optimistic. Neymar.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
Well, this does not look promising, Peter. The least they can do is to give the crowd something to cheer about, but that might be difficult from here.
The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Well, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. He's played it back. Aubameyang, little pass back. He's on it, can he get away? Zico with 2 goals already to his name.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Not much subtlety about that challenge. Goes down, but nothing given. Messi. 2 minutes to be added on. That is a great pick out. Neymar, he's away. Up he goes. Oh, he's kept it out. That's a great save. That's that, the end. Borussia Dortmund suffer a humiliating defeat, and if that weren't painful enough, there's all the analysis and scrutiny to come. It was a poor show all round.